Assalamu alaikum guys, how you doing? I hope you're well. I had expressed my love for Ilara Mazila, and guess what? We have partnered and we're going to do amazing recipes. We're going to take you through amazing, delicious recipes here on my Insta story, and we'll make it work. So today we're going to make some delicious beef mazila. So what's going to happen is that we are going to make some beef. You have 1 kg of beef that's cubed. Any cut works for you. And then we're going to have some potatoes, a bit slightly diced. And then we'll have some tomato, 1 tomato diced. And then we have some tomato paste, 100 grams. And then we have a full heaped teaspoon of curry powder. And then we have some... we have my garlic ginger blend. What would I do without that? A bit of some coriander or kothmiri or dhania, whatever you're gonna call it. And then we have some salt and of course Ilara baby. And then now we have all the ingredients. Let's do this. Let's make it work. First, you want to marinate your beef, and I'm gonna go in with my black pepper, and I'm gonna go in with the salt, and then I'm gonna go in with the juice of 1 lemon, whatever you're gonna use. It's all good. Now I'm gonna go in with my buttermilk or Mazila. So this is basically Ilara Mazila. So this is a good tenderizer. So one thing that you need to know is that Mazila or buttermilk is a lovely tenderizer to your meat. So you want to soak this mixture and let it soak together until it's nice and tenderized, and then you can continue. What you want to do, you want to give it a good mix so that all the buttermilk would be distributed on each cube. And then now we can continue with the rest as this is marinating. Okay, give it a good mix. And that's why we use a lot of mazila on biryanis and all, because it gives you a lovely sauce, and at the end of the day it's just going to give you a delicious curry. Can't wait. Pan of a medium heat, you're going to go in with at least 2 tablespoons of oil. That's good enough. Go in with your onions and you want to saute until soft. That looks good. Now go in with your garlic ginger mince. I'm not going to call this a paste because I like to ponda, so it doesn't become really paste, but you can use paste if you like. Also good already. You're going to go in with half a teaspoon of turmeric, and then 1 heaped spoon of curry powder, and then give it a good mix. That it becomes so flavorful and fragrant. Now go in with your paprika, and then give it a good mix again. Ooh, look at that, so good. Now go in with your tomatoes and give it a good mix. Yep, tomato, yes. Remember our mazila beef? We are gonna go in with it in the mix. Yes. Now what you want to do, you want to give it a mix. Just make sure that you try to combine. Look at that now. Look at that. This meat is already tender. I'm telling you, this is the secret. Okay, good. Once it's well mixed, this is how it's going to look like. All right, now you can go in with your tomato paste. All right, so this is 100 grams tomato paste. Add in and give it a good mix. Mix everything up. Make sure that everything is combined well. It's going to produce its own juices, and it's going to cook on its own until it's nice and super thick and the meat is cooked. So we are going to bring this to a boil until it's nice and reduced, and then we're going to cover it so that the meat can be able to cook. You can definitely use a pressure cooker if you like, and if you're using a pan and it doesn't soften, the meat doesn't soften, you can always add in a cup of water and then let it cook. We're just going to go the way it is and check it out later. Alright, so looking good, we're going to cover it, and then on this other hand I have some oil. I'm going to fry the potatoes until nice and crispy. So these are going to go as our topping for the beef. And again, you don't want to go in with potatoes in the mix because the mix already has some lime juice. It might make your potatoes not cook. So once your potatoes look like this, a little bit crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, you're good. You're going to remove them and place them on a parchment paper or a tissue paper or a kitchen towel. Right now, let's check on our meat. Don't forget it. Look at that. Oh my God, that looks good. Now you want to adjust seasoning with some salt and a little bit of some pepper. but you don't want to go very crazy with the salt, okay? Just a little bit. And then again, I'm going to highlight this, that you purely need to add on water if you're using a cut of meat that is like, you know, probably rump steak, top side. But then if you're using fillet steak, you don't need any water. Your meat would have been cooked by now. But mix it, baby. It's starting to thicken up. Okay. That looks good. Now you want to reduce heat to low. Guys, so that meat looks so good, but my meat is not yet tender, so I'm just going to go in with a cup of water, and I'm going to bring it to a boil because I love my meat to be super tender. Now let it boil for another 15 minutes and you would be good. You know what? We love some extra sauce, so let's do this. I still got some potatoes happening there. And these are almost, ready, they're ready. Waru Nation, don't you like that golden color? Ooh, so good. Waru Nation in the house. That looks so good. My meat is already super tender. I'm just gonna go in with some potatoes. Hey, Waru Nation, manango. Let's do this. Have your potatoes in there. You wanna give it a little bit of a mix. Reserve a little bit of some potatoes for the topping. But then just give it a mix so that the beef and the potatoes are gonna, like, you know, marry together. Ziowane mwanangu. Oh my God, I'm hungry already. That looks good. Now go in with a little bit of some coriander or kotmiri or dania, whatever you like. Make it fun. And you know what? Can't wait. Ready? Let's dig in, baby. Not yet. I still have a couple hours. But this is so good, guys.
سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك.
I gotta confirm how tender this meat is. So this one I'm gonna go like look at that. Oh God, this is so good. To go with my beef today, we're gonna have some mikate ya kuambika. Those are basically buns that are filled with some onions and all the goodness in the world. We're just gonna vurunya. So when you serve as well, just make sure that you garnish your plate so that when you look or when you eat, it looks good, right? So you need your plate to look good as well. So look at that. Haki mwanangu, ikamulie limao au ndimu, ikamulie ndimu mwanangu, kamua yote. Ongeza ule uchachu mwanangu, raha. Kuja kwa iliji dumbra mwanangu nalirarua. Oh God, that is good. And then you just want to go like that. Take everything. Yep. Oh, hivyo. Tuende. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Shapotea mdomoni. Literally melting in the palate. So good.